goal is to make it as big as possible. And I think that it is impossible for an independent artist to get their song played on a radio station in some random hole-in-the-wall restaurant in China. You can't do that if you're an independent artist because that's only an industry thing. You have to go through the radio station.
So there's ways you can go the label route, which is awesome, where they give you a big check, or you can work with a person like me who has worked with a lot of labels personally, my company, and did radio campaigns and TV campaigns. But let's check more of this interview out, man.
So you make enough money on Spotify to leave Verizon. Mm-hmm. At that point, are you thinking like, I could do this independently? Because like I got the marketing engine for myself. I got monetization. I could probably figure this out. I'm a marketing guy. It seems like TikTok is a radio station, right? That you can you can figure out how to use the algorithm or use your content to find distribution. So how did you think about it at that moment? Were you like, I'm going to be an independent artist? Or because Capitol Records and all these different record labels are calling you, were you attracted to that? Or what was the decision between independent and...
I wasn't even attracted to, because I've been around, the industry long enough to know what deals are and like what they mean and like what ownership means. And that's why I'm kind of scared for like anyone who's new that's like super young, these like 17-year-old kids, which I'm not even scared because they all have like huge teams and like managers now, which is crazy. But like I knew for a fact that I wanted to own my masters and like own everything and have creative control and to do everything myself and with my team. So that means the people that I had trusted creatively already, they were going to be in control of like what's going to happen next. And also from my direction, because I'm the CEO of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what's gonna happen if I say it happens. And another thing was I knew going into this that music is not the way that I'm gonna make money. And I think that artists kind of get this backwards where they think, oh, if I have a hit song, then I can move out and do this, and this. You can do that if you want to, but it depends on your end goal. And my end goal is to make it as big as possible. And I think that it is impossible for an independent artist to get their song played on a radio station in some random hole-in-the-wall restaurant in China. You can't do that if you're an independent artist because that's only an industry thing. You have to go through the radio stations for them to collect royalties on that publishing that is in these other countries internationally. You have to go get international radio teams that have campaigns and stuff like that, do interviews internationally. So a label, that's the one thing that they're really, really good at. That's why Drake signed with Capitol Records, because he doesn't need a label. He has a bunch of money, but in order to be heard all around the world, be the biggest name in the world, you have to have a radio team. At least that's my opinion. Some other people might have their other opinion. So I was like, all right, I'm going to make money in various different ways. Music doesn't have to be the number one way. I'm going to get,